Are you tired of your ass being pinched while you're listening to
Being
Marshmello?
your ass being pounded by nature while listening to Marshmallow? Well, boy, do I have a solution.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to Life's Casino. I'm your wonderful dealer, Blackjack, with, of course, my wonderful anthropomorphic salt shaker, Professor Salt.
Guys.
And so today, Salt, what are we talking about today?
So, what I wanted to talk about was my first EDM music festival.
As I'm sure we all know, EDM is the best genre of music.
It is top tier. It's what all the Chads listen to. Let me tell you, everyone there was a Chad. They had a Chad dar before they'd let you into the grounds.
Wow, that's crazy.
Yep.
Alright, so which one did you go to, though?
So, I went to Float Fest in, South Texas. I'd say it's South, I feel like.
Yeah.
They've canceled it for the last 2 years. They canceled it once the COVID. No, they canceled it for 3 years. The first year, they lost their permit for the festival, and then the next 2 years was COVID.
Did they really lose their... How do you do that?
Well, I think what happened was there was this one specific farm that they were using, and the guy just didn't want to do it anymore or something. So then they couldn't... Oh no, what happened was it flooded. That's what it was. Yeah, so the whole thing with the Float Fest is it's near a river. So during the day you can float down the river and drink and hang out. Then at night it's the music. But yeah, one year it flooded. I think that was when that big hurricane hit Texas.
Yeah.
Yeah, so and it happened right before it was supposed to start, so they couldn't find a new place fast enough, so they had to cancel it. And then the world got canceled. So
wow, Float Fest. I was gonna make a joke, but
do it. Make the joke.
Float Fest got flooded, or over flooded, I guess. It sounded better in my head. Okay, go ahead. So let me ask you something. Let me ask you something. What was it like?
Well, which part? Alright, so we can break it down into 3 parts. There was the camping, there was the floating, and then there was the festival.
The partying.
Yeah, the party.
So, well, I guess my question for any of those types of events is, what was the camping like? Is it like in those desert festivals I see, where basically people just pitch up a tent and then that's it around this massive stadium? Is that basically what you did?
So, for this one, no, it was like I said, it was on somebody's farm, and South Texas is kind of deserty, but there's still, I guess, foliage. Is that the word? Or fauna? One of those
foliage,
plants. Yeah. So, but not a lot. It's mainly just grass and stuff. So we camped. The campsites were about a mile, I would say, maybe half a mile from the festival grounds. But we had the what is it? Not VP, but Premier. We had basically the campgrounds that were closest to the festival. There's a word for it, but I forgot. So we didn't have to walk that far. But there was RV and there was tent camping, and we were doing the one in the tent kind of. We gamed the system. What we did is we rented a van and then we just parked it in a tent campsite because it was cheaper.
Wow, that is very smart.
Pro tip right there. So yeah, that's what we did. The camping itself was cool. There was so many people and we were so cramped. You had a 20 by 20 campsite, and then immediately next to you was another 20 by 20 campsite, all in a row. So it'd be a row, and then an empty spot, like a road, and then a row of tents, and then an empty spot. So you weren't super cramped, but it was miles. I don't know if it was miles, but it felt like miles of people. You walked forever through the campsites just to get to your spot. At least we did, because of where we were. It was hot. It was super hot, too. It was 110 degrees. You would have literally died. Jamie, pull up the picture of Patrick coughing in Sandy's dome.
Well, that sounds like garbage, to be honest. Wait, you said you had to walk to the campsite? I thought you said you brought a van.
Wait, hold on 1 second.
By the way, everyone, poor Professor Salt, he is recovering from an illness.
Okay, tell me that question again.
I thought you said that you were staying in a van. Why did you have to walk to the campsite?
No, I mean, we drove into the campsite, but once we were parked, you know, that's where all of our stuff was, and we set up stuff outside, like a canopy and these little inflatable couches. And plus, there's people in front and behind you, so once you're parked, you can't really maneuver out.
Yeah, that's what you mean.
Yeah, well, and plus, there's nowhere to park for the festival grounds unless you're like a commuter, in which case we'd have to pay for parking. Why would we do that when we could walk, you know?
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, the camping was man.
So you know what, for these types of events, like, do you just not shower? Like, how do you use the bathroom?
So they had showers set up.
Oh gosh, that sounds terrible already.
Well, the showers didn't seem too bad, to be honest. I didn't use one. We all just kind of made a agreement that we're just going to be super freaking gross, and that's just how it's going to be. Because we all would rather do that than use that community shower. But let me tell you about this bathroom situation, okay?
Yeah.
It was horrible.
Let me guess, outhouses. Yeah, I knew it. Yeah,
in this 110-degree heat. Day one, it was okay. Like, the night we got there, I had to pee. I went and did it. It was fine. Every day after that, the stench was terrible. You had to keep like 50 feet away from those things. Because they're just sitting there baking, and they never cleaned them out throughout the whole trip. So, like, by the end, dude, it was literally like, that's where if there's a zombie apocalypse, that's where it started. Or some monkeypox, you know, it started in those freaking porta potties.
Oh man. That's kind of standard, though. They're not going to clean that until after. I mean, they don't even clean it anyway. That's what the company's for.
Yeah, but
for those of you that didn't know how that stuff works,
I didn't. I would assume they would have to, but they sure didn't. They said, if you gotta go, you better really have to go. It's a risk-reward thing, you know?
Ugh. So wait, but if they had it, what the heck is the shower situation like? So they literally had, like... I mean, I thought they would have facilities. Is it literally just a water hose and then some curtains?
Nah, so just picture a porta potty, but a little bit off the ground, and it's not a toilet on the inside, but it's just like a grate with a water hose on top. So, you know, it's not a curtain, it's a plastic wall, alright? Fancy. We were living that high life, you know?
Oh, yeah. So, well, anyway, living situation aside, so what was the, I guess, I don't know, did you guys float around the first day, or...
Yeah, well, okay, so we got there at, like, 10 Friday night. It was pretty late. So we spent that night, we set up our canopy. We had these, like, inflatable couches, which were awesome, by the way. Totally recommend. What you do is, you know how if you have a trash bag, you, like, flop it to fill it with air?
Yeah.
So it's kind of like a huge trash bag that's super durable. You fill it with air, and then it's a couch.
Huh.
And and they're super nice. Apparently, whoever invented those things must be rolling in the dough, because there were so many of them there. That's like apparently a standard at these things.
Oh yeah. See, truth be known, he also is a big fan of EDM festivals, and that's why he designed them like that.
He was like, listen, I want to lounge while I listen to this music, okay? I'm tired of sitting on the ground. It was like one of those stupid infomercials where he, like, sits on the ground and gets a thorn in his ass and is just like, are you tired of getting stabbed at music festivals?
Are you tired of your ass being pinched while you're listening to Marshmello?
Your ass being pounded by nature while listening to Marshmello? Well, boy, do I have a solution.
You know, speaking of Marshmello, was he there? And...
oh yeah. So I saw 4 people. I'll get into why it was only 4. There was a lot more, but we saw somebody called 2 Feet. Have you ever heard of them?
No,
I haven't either. But he was really good. I was totally vibing to his music. We saw him. We saw Cage the Elephant. Do you know them?
I've heard of them. I don't really listen to their... See, most of my EDM, I kind of really only listen to really old EDM artists like Eric Prides and stuff like that.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, I do listen to Marshmello, but and then I really just listen to... I don't want to sound elitist, but I just kind of listen to not well-known EDM artists.
Oh, wow. Yeah, you find them before they were popular. Yeah, you're one of those guys, huh?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I've been listening to them since their first CD on SoundCloud.
That's basically... If I swear to you, if I see a meme, whether it be on Instagram or YouTube, I mean, if it's a good song, I'll track it down. I will find a way to track down that exact, remix, and it always leads me to some type of unknown, like EDM artist. So,
the type of dude to comment on YouTube videos and be like, "I was their 12th Patreon subscriber. You're not even real."
Yeah. You're not a real fan.
Yeah,
You're not a real fan.
You're just a phony. You're just a bandwagoner.
A band. That's the word.
Alright, well, I'm glad I figured out who's been leaving those comments on a band. Oh yeah, but Cage the Elephant, he's not really an EDM person. I don't think. One of the guys that we went down there with, he said he didn't know who Cage the Elephant was, and we went to their concert, and after a couple of his songs, he was like, "This sounds like the generic music played in every skateboard game I've ever played." And I was like, well, you're not wrong. Pretty accurate.
Man, now that is the biggest ripped I've ever seen in my life, man. That poor guy. Poor caged elephant.
Do you know the song Ain't No Rest for the Wicked, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's them.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, I did not know that.
Yeah, he played that song there, and it was so freaking lit, dude. Everybody was singing it.
Man, that is very strange. I did not know that that's who, I guess, sang that song.
Yeah, that's them. Yeah, see, so they're not really EDM.
Yeah, they are.
They were
that
there.
is weird.
Yeah, I think what happened actually was somebody else was supposed to play, but they canceled, and Cage the Elephant has played at the ones before, and I guess they like it or something, I don't know. Whenever he played, Ain't No Rest for the Weary, and then the other song that's really big by him, I can't think of it now because I'm on the spot, but that was super lit. I didn't recognize any of his other ones though. But before we get into this, we were talking about the float, right? Didn't you ask me about that?
Oh yeah, I did ask you about like how was the floating, I guess.
Okay, yeah, because first, this is how it goes down. You go, and then you set up first night. Second night, you
Did you make friends with anyone the first night?
No, it was super late, and we set up and just got absolutely obliterated, and then went to sleep. We were playing this game called it's like the Card King or something. It's like Captain Dickhead except a card game. It was fun. So we did that. Woke up super hungover, and then you go for the float. Now they had so many floats. It was okay. Do you call them tubes or float?
What you mean what you float in the water?
Yeah, they look like donuts.
I just call them floaties, to be honest. I don't really... I mean, if I'm going intertubing, I'll say grab the inner tube, but if it's just one you buy at Walmart, like what you're describing, I just call it a floaty, because, I mean, all it does is just float.
It floats. Yeah. No, we got into a big argument. Apparently, people call them tubes, and that's like what they're called, but I have never heard it called a tube.
Isn't that, yeah... The only time I've ever heard that term is isn't that what English people from England say whenever they're taking the subway? I'm taking the tube.
I'm gonna hop on the tube. They call it the telly. Turn something on the telly.
Yeah, that's the only time I've ever heard that term used before.
Oh yeah, no, we got in a huge debate. All right, so what do you call the donut things you float in? on the river. Put it in the comments. Let's see. Start a debate. But they had so many, dude, like thousands. What you do is you walk up to it, obviously, and you have to pay to get the wristband. I think ours came with because we got the VIP pass, which I'll talk about more later. Totally worth it. 100% if you can swing it.
Did you get to meet anyone? All right, we'll talk about it later.
Anyone famous?
Yeah, with the VIP.
No. It's not that kind of VIP.
That is so worthless.
No. I'll tell you why it was worth it later.
Right.
But we're going chronological, right? We got to do this.
You're right.
So, in any case, it took us forever to find it because we had to buy sunscreen. A case of water bottles at the store, by the way, $30. Total ripoff. Don't do it. That's supply and demand, baby.
At the store? Where did you go?
They had a store set up.
Oh,
for
they did. Oh, forget that, man. I would have stopped at a Walmart.
Well, you really can't though. Once you're there, you know, can't really get out.
Oh, I thought you. Why don't you stop on the way?
We didn't buy water there. We bought sunscreen. The sunscreen wasn't bad. It was like $7 a bottle.
Then where'd you buy the $30 of water at?
No, we didn't buy it. They sold it for $30. You nignog.
Oh, but you didn't. Well, how you sounded when you said you went to the store to buy sunscreen. You literally just said cases of water with $30. Complete rip.
Oh, by the way.
Yeah, that makes it seem like that implies that you purchased a $30.
That implies you're a moron. We didn't buy the
$30. $30. $30 for case of water. Complete ripoff.
$30 on an expensive night. Your mom's going rate.
I don't know why you're bringing my mother into this.
Mrs. Blackjack. Mama Jack.
Yeah, Mama Jack.
No, but anyways, they had... You've never seen Game of Thrones, have you?
No.
Do you know what the wall is in Game of Thrones?
No.
Okay, well, do you know what the Great Wall of China is? Ever heard of that?
Yes.
Okay, so picture that, but made out of those inner tube things, the floats.
That's the dumbest thing I've ever seen in my life.
They had thousands. It was crazy. And you just go grab one and hop in the river.
Alright, that's pretty neat. I take back what I said.
Yeah, and like they were like, yeah, if you can find a ice chest float, you can take it, but good luck, because you're like dumpster diving for these things, and everybody's trying to get them, so you're like rushing with everybody else. And they had giant cattle trailers full of these floats, just bringing them up and down the river.
Wow,
like 40-foot trailers.
Yeah,
but anyways, yeah, the float was good. It's not a whole lot to talk about. I mean, you just sit on the river and drink. There was one part where it's really fast, the water. It's like rapids.
Yeah.
And it's like 6 inches deep or something. 4 inches deep. It's so low and it's covered in rocks. So you're going like hella fast and then you just scrape your ass on the freaking rocks. And like there was so many people like rolling around in the water and like flipping because everybody's drunk and there's no warning. You just hit it. And like if you're not sitting in your float right, like if you're hanging out or whatever, sitting in the water, you just get swept up all these rocks. Everybody was coming up like in pain, yelling and cussing. It was funny. Big like piles of people, floats everywhere. It was a madhouse.
So did they play music during the day or was the music only at night?
No, so like I said, it was like 110 degrees. So like actually 110 Fahrenheit. And the music started at 2, but after the float on the first day, we went back to the van. We kind of like washed off because the van had like a portable shower hose thing on it.
Oh, that is really cool.
Yeah, that van was awesome. We named it Bertha, Big Bertha. It was huge. So we like washed off, we ate, we kind of cooled off because, you know, we had a long walk from the river. And then we decided to, you know, go to the festival because that's why we were there. And we walked like the half mile or whatever. And I'm telling you, dude, by the time we made it to the festival, I really thought I was going to pass out. It was scorching hot. We got there. They have these water stations so you can fill up. We brought Camelbacks. So we filled up our water. Yeah, the water's free, which is awesome. I think people would die if it wasn't.
Yeah.
Like, actually. and we filled up, and we just went to the closest tent. They had these giant tents set up, and one of them had AC, and we just laid on the floor in front of the air conditioning in this tent, where people are like, they had a bar set up, so people were buying drinks, and we're just sprawled out, like, dying.
Wow, a tent with AC? You mean like just fans, or like a full-on like window unit?
No, they had like a full-on, like some kind of air conditioning setup. I don't know. It was like these giant pipes set up into the side.
Wow.
Dude, it was nice. Yeah, every so often somebody else would come and sit, and he's like, I'm sorry, I gotta steal some air for a second. And they would just sit in front of all the pipes and block it all and just look like they were in freaking heaven. And then they would leave. So yeah, we did that, and then, we were like, okay, let's go look at some music. And we walked outside, and then it just instantly hits you. You just sweat everything away. So this is where the VIP pass came in clutch. You go to the VIP area, which is like a separate tent, and it's huge, and it's set up with futons in there. They had virtual Topgolf, like a golfing thing.
Now that is cool.
And get this, free unlimited drinks at the bar.
Whoa! How much was the VIP ticket?
So for the weekend, I think it was $250, and I think it came with the floating too.
Wow, that is not bad. I was thinking like 500 or more.
No, because I think total.
Wait, hold on. What type of drinks? Is it just like some crappy beer, or is it like mixed drinks?
I think there were some mixed drinks the first day, but I don't think there were any the other days. I guess they ran out. But they had, what we mainly drank were these, it was like a big juice box that was like rum and juice, and it was super good. I got tore up on those things.
Alright, I was impressed, but now I'm slightly less.
Well, they had
it was like a personal bartender that was bringing you mixed drinks.
Oh, no. No, actually, no, it was mixed drinks, because we got margaritas.
Okay, I'm back to being interested.
Yeah, I think they did have mixed drinks, because we got margaritas and pina coladas and stuff. I think somebody had a rum and coke. So yeah, it was awesome, and it was air conditioned. They had some vendors in there. They had people selling up shops.
How big was this tent, man?
Dude, it was huge. That's what I'm saying.
Man.
All this stuff was in the one tent. Oh, and you got VIP, or you got access to the VIP bathrooms, which are like fancy porta potties that flush.
Wow.
Yeah.
So no smelling is what I'm hearing.
Yeah, no stank. No, there was definitely still stank, but less.
Oh.
But they had this you know that those hand fans, you have one.
Oh, you mean those Asian ones I have?
Yeah. They had somebody set up selling custom ones, and they had one that had an anime girl on it with her tongue sticking out, and it said "Spit on me, Daddy," and I wanted to buy it for you.
Well, was it plastic or wood?
No, it was wood. They handmade them.
Wow, why didn't you buy it for me then?
I didn't know if you'd ever use it. They were big too.
Well, yeah.
They had one that said like "cum dumpster" too.
They were like, I don't know if I would have. I probably wouldn't have used that one.
They were funny, and they were like high quality too. One of the guys we were with bought one, and it was like sturdy.
It was $30, man.
No, I said sturdy.
They
were like
sturdy.
60.
Oh, they were 60. I can see why you didn't buy it now.
Yeah.
The real reason has come out.
I thought $60 was a little much for a prank, for a gag gift.
Yeah, you're right.
But yeah, so we hung out in those for a little while, and then went and saw the music. First night was Deadmau5, and that was so cool. The laser show, oh my god.
Yeah, even though everyone says like his career's over, everyone still says that he's still like one of the best performers.
Man, I thought he was better than Marshmello. He was the second night.
Really?
Mm-hmm. His I don't know. It was he came out super late. Like it was supposed to start at midnight, or I think 11:30 or something.
Yeah.
And it didn't start till like 30 minutes later. And so he played till way later, till like, I don't know, like 1:45 in the morning or something. It was super late, but he was jamming the whole time, like absolutely vibing. It was awesome. And you know, apparently they remix their music. I didn't know that. I don't know any Deadmau5, so I wouldn't recognize it anyways, but so it's like the whole time he's up there, he's just remixing his songs like a DJ, you know?
That's really cool.
Yeah, and doing the laser show, man. I wish we would have set up to have pictures, because his laser show was awesome.
What about Marshmallows?
Okay, so Marshmallow, he didn't have lasers too much. I think he did at certain points, but his thing was mainly fire.
Oh, that's right. I remember you mentioning it to me.
Yeah, which was awesome because for his setup, you know, he's wearing that huge freaking marshmallow mask.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
I'm sure he gets hot, and then with the fire on top of it. So they had the air cranking so hard in his at his performance that you could feel it like 30 feet away, like it was cold.
Whoa.
In the group of people. Yeah.
Man,
So,
there's no telling like how much fan was blowing on that guy, or how many fans they had, you know, how many AC units.
the fan power. Jamie, pull up the fan power at Marshmallow's concert.
Yeah.
Let's see the RPMs on those hoes.
Man, that's insane.
Yeah, and for Deadmau5, Cage the Elephant, and Marshmallow, we were like 30 feet from the stage. We got there early and we're in the mosh pit.
Yeah.
Type deal. I mean, it wasn't an actual mosh pit, but we were like right up on it. It was cool. Everybody was just like vibing super hard.
Wow, that's really neat.
Yeah.
What songs did Marshmallow play?
I'll probably all of them. I mean, it was like a 2-hour set. He played his bigger ones. I can't even name any of them. Name them. Name off Marshmallow songs.
I don't know. I only know 2.
Which ones?
No idea.
Then why did you ask?
I could. There's one I can know the music video for, but I could not tell you the name of it.
Oh man, I didn't even tell you about the animations they played. Did I?
No.
Oh yeah, so they had these huge LED screens on each side of the stage and one behind the performer. And Deadmau5 and Marshmallow had these dope animations playing. Like they apparently custom they don't make them, I'm sure, but they get them. What's the word when you pay someone to do it? What's the word?
Commission.
Yeah, commission these dope animations, and they go along with the music and the lights. The animations. It was super cool. You know what? I'm gonna send you pictures or videos, and you post it up, because I'm gonna shill Float Fest. It was so cool.
Do it yourself.
Wow, okay. You heard it here, folks. You're not gonna see pictures because Blackjack's a
I'm a gatekeeper, you're right.
Yeah, he's a gatekeeper.
No, that does sound neat, though. But, I mean, I knew that Marshmallow has some really cool animations. I didn't know that Deadmau5 did. I just thought he had the same, like, light show, you know, strobe lights, and that's it. I didn't know he actually did animations. No,
he had animations, too, and the lights. That's why I think his was the better one, just because it was cool. Well, and Marshmallow's music's real, like, jumpy, so it's kind of intense to sit up there and, like, jump with that music for so long.
Oh, you know? Yeah, if you were in the VIP tent, would it have been super bad, do you think? Would that have been probably a better place?
So, the tent is
how far back was the tent?
Yeah, oh, well, it was completely enclosed with a door, so you couldn't have seen the music.
Oh, I thought it was just a, kind of like a 3 walls, but then the front is completely open, if that makes sense. So you can just walk in. Oh,
yeah. They did have setups for that on each side of the stage, but it was kind of weird, I thought. We didn't actually go in them because they were on the sides. So, like, why would you go in them?
Yeah,
like,
you're right.
Exactly left and right. So you have the performer, and exactly to the left and exactly to the right is those tents. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Yeah, so, like, we could have went in them, because the VIP gets you that, too, but I don't know. It was more fun to be, like, in the crowd with the people, like, right in front, you know?
Yeah.
So, but you could do that if you wanted. Well, actually, we probably should have done that. But for marshmallows, after we got tired, we just went and sat at a picnic table in the back, and that was cool too because you get to see everybody making fools of themselves and all the light show and stuff. Did
he sing? Did he play alone?
I
did. I finally remembered. Oh man, I can't do the beat. I can't. I'm not even going to attempt.
Just try.
I'm not. No.
I'll Venmo you 100 V-Bucks if you do it.
You will not, and I know that's a lie.
Well, you'll never know if you don't try.
Well, I'm not. We're never gonna know.
Wow.
Well, who else played? That was memorable.
Well, those are all the ones we saw. We only saw 4 concerts.
Oh.
Yeah.
I thought it had like, well, who played before Marshmello?
Casey Elephant.
Okay, who played before Dead Mouse?
I don't remember. Churches was there too. You know, like the...
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, wait, are they an EDM? I thought they were like a rock band.
Yeah, you know, it's labeled as an EDM festival, but now that we're talking about it, there was really only 2 EDM artists.
Yeah, that's kind of odd.
But they were the headliners, and they had the longest sets, so...
Yeah, you're right. How it should be.
There's a, Heron? Do you know what I'm talking about?
Listen, for EDM names, you gotta spell them out, because there's no way, based upon what people say, I'm gonna be able to know who they are.
It's like Elon Musk's son.
Yeah, that's exactly, it's pronounced way different than what it looks.
It was like Herron or something. Maybe H3, I don't know.
With H3, I think I do know that person.
I don't know. Maybe it was. Oh,
Who
anyways, they were
cares?
there.
Were they good?
Yeah. Well, I heard the like end of them, and they were pretty good. I thought. But
so they only had two performances per night.
No, they were going on all day. So Marshmello's, like I said, I think Marshmello started at midnight, and there had been concerts going on since 2.
Oh, you just didn't get to listen to all the no-name people then. You just came in for the main hitters.
Yeah, well, too hot, man. You would actually die. We were talking about that. Like, I don't think anybody saw every performance. There's just no way. It was insanely hot.
So this is kind of like Coachella then.
That's in the desert, ain't it?
Yeah.
Isn't? Yeah.
You know, to me, one of the funniest representations of like music festivals was portrayed on Family Guy when they talked about going to Coachella.
Oh, what did they do?
Because they said that this is basically just had some guy walking around with Peter, and he said, "Okay, this is the best place to find music, old and new." And he said on the main stage you have like. It was someone famous like Marshmello, I guess. And then it said on the 2 minor stages, you have like these group of people that just formed a band on the way to Coachella.
Yeah.
And then I can't remember what was the third person. I just thought that was funny. That's kind of what it kind of is like. It seems like.
Yeah, basically. Well, Churches is pretty big, I think, and that Huron guy is supposedly big. I never heard of him.
No, both of those are definitely, but to me, I doubt there were many. Was there a lot of people like watching it during the day in the heat?
Definitely not as many, for sure. I think it was just mainly like the actual fans of those people.
I was about to say, I'm shocked anyway. You know, it'd kind of be bad if you like managed to get to go and perform at that event. And then you go and no one shows up because it's so hot.
Yeah, for real.
I kind of feel sorry for those guys.
Yeah, we went to the festival the first day around 3, and the stages are like across from each other. It's kind of cool how they do it because they do a performance at one stage, and at the other one they're setting up for the next one. So you literally just bounce back and forth between them.
Oh yeah.
But so we were there at 3, which is when they were starting a new set, and there was like a decent amount of people, but it definitely wasn't like how many showed up for Dead Mouse and Cage the Elephant and all them. like when we were leaving Deadmau5, because like I said, we were in the center, and then when we got tired and we're like, okay, let's go sit down. We've been up here for like 2 hours because we were waiting and all that. It literally took us 30 minutes to get through. Well, I'll say like 20 minutes. It took us 20 minutes to fight the crowd to get out of the center. Oh. Just constantly walking through people. Yeah, it was so packed and they were so spread out.
Did you step and puke?
I don't know, to be honest. I was probably too tore up to notice, and tired and hot and trying to get out of this crowd of people.
Oh, yeah. You know, I knew a friend of mine that went to, what was it? Something called Hangout Fest, maybe?
Oh, yeah.
It was somewhere in New Orleans. I don't know where.
Oh, probably Voodoo.
No, it wasn't that one. It wasn't that.
Hangouts in Mississippi, I think.
It might be that. Well, whatever it is, they perform on a beach, and you can actually, like, rent a boat.
Hang out,
and like drive to it, yeah, or you can just walk along the beach until you finally get to it. But anyway, it's funny though, because this one girl, people were puking, digging holes, puking, and then covering it back up. And thing is, this one girl that I knew that went, she stepped in so much puke, she eventually she would only watch the performances like on the boat. She would not step foot in the sand.
That's disgusting. That makes me want to hurl.
Yeah, at one point it seemed like every time it was almost like in a cartoon when you're walking and you keep stepping on stuff.
That's nasty, bro. It's like hot. It's all sand baked.
Yes, I didn't know if something similar had happened while you were there, but you were probably too trashed to know.
Yeah, dude, I tore up a porta potty. I threw up all in it. Straight up.
Oh, like gosh. Oh. And you know, there was some drunk person that just sat down anyway.
Ugh, probably. I felt so bad. Well, I was feeling horrible and just like heat, exhaustion, and all kinds of everything, dehydrated.
Oh, yeah.
And I was like, you know what? I'm going to do it. I'm going to make myself throw up. And I was like, you know, all I have to do is just walk near the porta potties and I'll throw up. And sure enough, I stepped foot in one and immediately just threw up everywhere.
Oh man, that is disgusting.
Yeah, and where our camper was pretty close to the porta potties, and I'd see people open the door for that one, make a terrible face, and then walk out. I was like, damn, sorry guys, had to be done.
So if you're watching this and you attended and you were wondering who puked in the porta potty, well, here he is, everyone.
Come get me.
Interviewing.
I'll fight you with my pool stick.
Wow. Well, that seems like that was a really fun time, especially that VIP place. Did you make? Did you meet anyone?
Yeah, we met a few people. We met somebody from where I'm from, actually.
Really?
Yeah, they were sitting right across from us, and we were talking or whatever. And like, so it's not the actual town I'm from. I'm sure you can guess the town. The bigger city, you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, so I didn't know like too much of the area, but apparently one of the guys I was with, he knew like her best friend, basically. Like,
yeah, that is such a small world.
Yeah, because he's from that city and like went to high school there, and they were talking about whatever, and they were like, "Wait a minute, do you know such and such?" She was like, "Yeah." Oh no, what it was, her best friend was his ex's like sister or something.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's such a small world.
Yeah, it was crazy. They talked for a while. I don't know. We talked to just like random people throughout the whole event. You know, everybody's super friendly and cool.
You didn't make any lifer friends though?
Nah.
Wow.
We had a wine bag on the river though, and we were passing around and people were smacking it and then like taking drinks out of it. It was cool.
What is a wine bag?
You know, like the box wine?
No.
Oh, okay. Well, it's just.
Oh, wait. You mean it's just like you mean those huge like square? I don't know. Explain it to me. I'll see if what you say is what I'm thinking.
It's a box that has wine in it, and it has like a spigot on the end.
Oh, so it's just like a milk carton, but just for wine.
Kinda. It's literally, picture an Amazon box. Alright, you know what a box is, right?
Yeah.
You've heard of it? Okay. Now,
but it has the spout on it for just to drink out of, correct?
Yeah.
So it's a milk carton, but just for wine.
Bro, what milk cartons are you buying that has a spout on it?
What do you mean?
No, it's not like... It's like a... you know, at football games, the big circular ice things that they fill with Gatorade?
Yeah.
And you know how it has that little spout on the bottom? You flip it.
Oh, I see what you mean now. Yeah.
Yeah, it was one of those. But
all right, well, same difference. I mean, come on.
Not really. A milk carton.
Same difference. Same difference. Same difference.
Agree to disagree, even though you're wrong.
It contains liquids.
Bitch.
Ass. Well, that seems like it was great. You have me pumped.
It was awesome.
You made 0 friends. That's okay.
I made some festival friends, I guess.
Any hot people there did you meet?
I'm not at liberty to say, but if I was at liberty to say, I would say yes.
Wow, that's great. You definitely have convinced me. When are we heading to? When's the next one?
Next summer. You would absolutely die. I think you would hate it, to be honest, but alright.
Yeah, dealing with you drunk, yeah, that would... I'd probably strangle you and dump your body in the porta potties.
I think the not showering part would absolutely kill you.
Why? You just go... Wouldn't you guys go to the lake?
Yeah, that was our shower. Was the river full of thousands of people.
Oh, I forgot. There was a lot of people there. Yeah, I'd probably hate it.
Packed.
I wouldn't mind it if they had like a nice, like tinted, like I had thought earlier that the VIP place was, where like it was missing a wall and you could watch the performances from in there. I'd probably enjoy that.
They did have that. We just didn't go to it.
Yeah, but it's on the sides though.
Yeah. I don't know. It might have been okay. Because, I mean, you're right there. You're literally connected to the stage.
I might have actually... Well, wait. Did the performers ever turn left or right so you could see them?
They were, like, dancing and stuff.
Oh, so they might have been. Okay, well...
When Dead Mouse ended, he was like, "Oh, thanks, Texas. No, it's hot as hell out here. If, remember, guys, don't put it in your mouth tonight or you're just gonna get a bunch of ball sweat."
Oh my gosh.
That's how he ended. I was like, oh, well, he's probably not wrong. Dude was wearing blue jeans and a hoodie, too.
Oh, yeah, they're EDM. What are they gonna wear? A t-shirt?
A freaking Speedo and a wife beater. And a marshmallow hat.
Yeah, exactly. Was Marshmallow wearing his signature outfit?
Yep. Deadmau5 put on his helmet, too, for a little bit.
I forgot he doesn't really wear that helmet all the time anymore.
Yeah, he wore it for a good while, but after he took it off, he grabbed a rag and was, like, absolutely wiping his face down, and then he was chugging a drink.
Oh, yeah.
He, like, shotgunned a wine cooler or whatever.
Yeah, I guarantee you that when Marshmallow agreed to perform, he 100% wrote in the contract, it better be AC. Yeah. It better be cooled down.
Yeah, at that point, it's just like a health risk. Well, they freaking delivered. Let me tell you, I had AC 30 feet away.
Man, that is just so crazy.
Yo, to sum it up, I want to read you a meme my sister sent me that pretty well covers the festival experience. It's a guy crying, and he's like, "Bro, please come to this festival with me. It's only $400. We'll sleep in a tent and inhale dirt for 3 days, bro. It's really fun. There's no toilets. We could drink beer and walk 18 miles in 2 hours, bro. Come on, I promise. It's awesome."
I've seen that, yeah. That's funny.
It's pretty accurate.
Is that exactly what it was like?
Basically.
Let's just go to Coachella. That's it, everyone. We're taking this podcast on the move. We're going to Coachella.
Live from Coachella. Life's Casino.
Live from the van, from Big Bertha.
From Big Bertha, coming at you live. It's Life's Casino.
Well, that's really cool. So what, well, anything else, I guess, that kind of amazed you?
Well, it was just a fun experience overall. Oh, man, the food was so freaking good, too. At the end of the Marshmallow Festival, there was this Chinese, like, shop. Like, they were selling Chinese food. and the chick was yelling. She was like, "Hey, we still got hot food. Come on, come and get it." And we went up, and we were like, "Oh, I don't know what to get." And then they had something called the sampler, and we're like, "Okay, screw it, let's get that." It was like $20, and what she did is she literally just went down the line and splattered everything that they had into this big plate. It was like, "Here you go," and it was so freaking good, dude. All the food was really good.
Yeah, well, for $20, man. Did he come with a drink?
Yeah, I think it did.
Wow, you were too hammered to really know.
Yeah. Well, I mean, they had free water, so I did not want to drink sodas. I didn't even drink the second night. After I threw up in a porta potty, I was done. That was it.
Wow.
I was super... Well, what I thought was happening, I thought she just grabbed the joint out of his hand, and I was like, what the heck? Why would you do that? But then I realized what had happened.
Wow, anything else like that happen?
Nah, I think that was the only... Oh, this one dude was super trashed. Absolutely.
Wait, did you witness any fist fights?
Nah, nobody got in any fights. It was, I'm telling you, man, these festival people were just super chill. Everybody was so nice.
Dang, I was so... Well, you know, tensions go high, you know, the drunker you get.
Well, I don't know.
Someone dances a little too close to somebody else, you know.
Man, everybody was dancing too close to everybody else. You had no choice. Not where we were, at least.
Wow, you didn't want to like, elbow a couple people in the face?
No, you couldn't. There was too many people, man.
There was that many people to where you couldn't even move your hand?
Dude, I told you, it took us 20 minutes to get out of the center.
Yeah, I just thought you guys were being babies.
No, it was literally like... There's no space between anybody. To get out, you literally just had to push people. That was the only way.
Ooh, okay, yeah.
Which, I mean, nobody got mad because they knew that was the only way. It was too crowded. Yeah. But anyways, no, this one guy was just so wasted. He was a young guy. He had to be like 18 or something, and you could tell he was drunk. And his friends were like, just knew he was drunk, and they weren't giving him alcohol. And he was like, "Bro, I need a drink." And they're like, "No, dude, I think you're good." So he just started going up to random people asking for drinks, and he asked us for one, and we didn't have any. So I was like, "Nah, sorry, man." And then after the concert, we're filling up with water, and this dude finds us again. And he's like, "Hey, you guys got anything to drink?" And we're like, "Nah." And he's like, "Oh, well, what'd you think of the concert?" And we're like, It was good. And he just kept rambling about just how awesome it was, and how it was just like the best experience ever. And he was going on and on and on. I was like, "All right, dude, yeah, it was fun. We're gonna grab some water now. You take it easy." He was like, and then he just went to the next person and said the same stuff.
Like a homeless man.
Yeah, for real. Give me a sip of your booze.
Wow. Well, that seems like that was a really cool experience.
Yep, totally worth. 10 out of 10 recommend. Just bring lots of water. Don't throw up in a porta potty.
Yeah, for everyone's sake, please don't throw up in a porta potty.
Yeah, for real.
Wow, well, anyway, everyone, I guess we'll go ahead and kind of wrap up this. So, Salt, anything else you wanna end it on, or?
If you're walking near the porta potties, don't take a big whiff, or you will regret it.
You will puke.
You will upchuck.
You will, in fact. Well, anyway, everyone, thanks again for listening to us, or watching us, if you're on YouTube. But as always, everyone, thanks for coming at the table. Yes, like and subscribe, everyone. Thanks for joining us at the table. My name is, of course, Blackjack.
And I'm your boy, Professor Salt.
And I'll see you guys later.
Deuces.